At any given point, there's lots of different little political feuds happening with some candidates going after other candidates, other people lying about stuff other people did. But right now, there is a political fight happening that I think everybody needs to be aware of just because it is so incredibly bizarre. This is a fight between Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz and Florida State Congressman Chris Latvala. And here's what happened. Earlier this week on Twitter, Latvala posted a Twitter of him meeting Al Sharpton. That was it. It said, it was an honor to meet the Reverend Al today. That's it. And that tweet with that picture of the Republican meeting with Al Sharpton apparently sent Matt Gaetz over the edge. So Gaetz responded, accused Al Sharpton of all sorts of racism, and then that got Latvala furious, where he unloaded on Matt Gaetz, accusing him of creating some kind of very weird sex game during the time when Gaetz was a representative for the state of Florida. Here's a bit of the Twitter exchange that happened. Obviously, okay, first tweet was, it was an honor to meet the Reverend Al today. Gaetz responds accusing Sharpton of all these horrible things. Then Latvala responds, have you been drinking tonight? I hope you don't get behind the wheel. I know you have had a rough few days up there. Referencing, of course, the fact that Gaetz just a few days ago basically got blacklisted by the White House. Now, Gaetz responded, said, I spent my day talking to my friend and supporter, the president. You spent yours with Al Sharpton. Latvala goes on to respond, yep, I'm not afraid to meet with folks with differing opinions other than mine. Hence why I posted the picture on Twitter. And then at some point in this back and forth, Latvala tweets the following. He says, and you created a game where members of the Florida House got points for sleeping with aides, interns, lobbyists, and married legislators. Hope DC is treating you well, Congressman. Now, Matt Gaetz then went and told the Tampa Bay Times that I have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe he's projecting because his dad had to resign from the Florida State Senate because he got busted having sex with a lobbyist in exchange for other political favors. So there's a lot of corruption between the Gaetz family and the Latvala family. I mean, these guys are absolute scumbags. And the best thing about this is that when two scumbags fight, everybody else wins because they're just sitting there exposing the secrets of one another. Now, about that creepy little sex game that Matt Gaetz allegedly created. I'm going to read this. In 2013, Politico's Mark Caputo reported that according to the rules of the alleged game, legislators received 1 point for sleeping with a lobbyist, 2 points for sleeping with legislative staff, 3 points for sleeping with another legislator, and 6 points for sleeping with a married legislator. And according to Latvala here, Matt Gaetz is the guy who created this creepy little sex game that I guess they all were playing. So if this feud continues to escalate, and my God, I hope it does, I would love to see Latvala come out with some kind of evidence showing that Matt Gaetz did in fact create this game. Because if you have that, Latvala, please do release it. Because I live in Matt Gaetz' district here. It is an exceptionally conservative district. And while they don't care about all the horrible policies he has, they love the sucking up to Donald Trump. They love that around here. One thing they don't like is a sex scandal. So if you could do me a favor and somehow prove that Gaetz was the one who created this, may just solve both of our problems here. One of our video sponsors today is Skillshare. As we enter this new year, a lot of people are making resolutions, and one of those resolutions should be to learn something new in 2020. And Skillshare is the premier tool to allow that to happen. Right now, Skillshare is offering 2 months free premium membership to Ring of Fire viewers. You can just click on the link in the description of this video, or you can go to skl.sh/ringoffire6. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning, with thousands of classes available for those who are interested. Whether you're just beginning or thinking about learning a new skill, or whether you're a master that just wants to stay on top of your craft, Skillshare has something for everyone. Me personally, I have actually used Skillshare's classes to learn a little bit about video editing, something I have always wanted to do considering my career path, but I've never actually known how. And with Skillshare, I have learned how to do this. So there is something for everyone, from illustration to graphic design to music production, marketing, and general productivity. You will find something that interests you at Skillshare. And again, right now, Skillshare is offering 2 months of free premium membership to Ring of Fire viewers. That is skl.sh/ringofire6. And then after those 2 months have ended, it's less than $10 per month to have access to the unlimited library that Skillshare has to offer. Learn something new with Skillshare today.